Hi, today I'm gonna talk about how to run the backend part of the Salmon, or we call it Salmon controller for future developer and students. So let's go to the repository. You can see here we have different branches, but just choose the master branch. We just copy the address from here. And meanwhile, we will do some steps of the backend part. As we know, um, we need to install the Apache Tomcat, and then we need to also have the Postgres SQL according to run the servlet, and we need to download some libraries that is also provided by the README. It's another GitHub repository that is provided inside of README. So let's go to the terminal. First of all, I will choose the folder that I want to clone this repository. So so we should have README part, salmoncontroller.iml, src, and web. Before running this project with IntelliJ, I want to inform you about the PostgreSQL. You can run Postgres with this command, and you can observe it on the terminal, whether you are in Linux, Windows, or Mac. Also, to access the database, just create a database. First, create a username. I call it my name, and then create a database with the name of Salmon or whatever you want, but you should change also the name of database inside of the web.xml file that I'm going to mention. So let's take a look. So I'm gonna run this Salmon and then SQL Salmon. So you can also monitor if the data is coming inside of the database by terminal. More commands are mentioned in the README file, the initial stuff about the PostgreSQL. So let's go back to IntelliJ. I'm gonna go to the desktop. Exec folder. I'm using IntelliJ. You can use your favorite IDE, but because IntelliJ also supports Tomcat as well, I prefer to use IntelliJ. So let's open it again. So after you cloning, you should have these folders, src.idea. On the master, we keep that idea, but on other branches, we add the gitignore files that include also other parts, for example, to exclude actually these libraries, external libraries. So step by step, we will go through the code, for example, control part. So the library is not added. After you cloning the Spring MVC libraries, just put it into the folder that you want, and then go to library, remove these two previous libs, and Java, and Salmon, GitHub, Java library, into lib. I saved that Spring from that repository. Here, I will also go to my Tomcat folder. After you installing your Tomcat, for example, it's in my library folder. You can see inside the library, I have my Tomcat here. It should be here. Yeah. Here's the version. Go to lib. Don't go inside of it. But before that, I want to mention, please make sure that you have these two servlets and also PostgreSQL jar files. Just copy and paste inside of the Tomcat lib also these two files, and then add it here. Then apply, and then OK. Go back to the project structure. Make sure that you have 1.8 Java here, and there are some problems. We will come back to these problems later. Let's configure our servlets. Here we have Tomcat. Go down here under local part. So choose your application server. This is Tomcat 8535. You can have Neo version at the time that you're watching this video. So this is the port that your Tomcat gonna be run. Make sure that's not doesn't have conflict with other ports. So try to apply, and then OK. Go back to the configuration. Local configure. So make sure you added your Tomcat lib here. OK. And again, OK. Go back to the structure file. Then here, Salmon controller. There are two artifacts that missed, and then this is the version, previous version that I pushed. So here we have two libs, but we need also the newest version of Tomcat. Go to the IML, and then change this one to the current version. 3.5, that's 5, I think. So this is the SDK that we want. No libraries, this is a project. Let's go to configuration. Add it again. Local. So here you will have this version 535. Let's see. So this is set. Then I will add the artifact and apply, and then OK. Let's fix this file. Then I will save it. Then again, go back to the project structure. Now one problem was solved. We have already two problems. Again, inside of artifact, here in this folder of your that your ID actually make artifact. We have to fix them. Add a lib to the artifact here, and then again add a lib1, which is for the Tomcat. Apply and OK. Go to the artifact. Here you will have these two. Inside of library, we expect that we also have the addresses of the Tomcat. You can see this is the Salmon folder, and we have both of them. Sources. This is for MVC, and actually this is for the Tomcat. You can see it's added successfully. One more thing that you have to add inside of the web-inf here. Make sure you have the username by default on the right. For example, here you will have Salmon. This is the name of your PostgreSQL database. It should be 45432 according to your port of the Postgres. And this is the path. And this is your username. Just save it. And here, make sure that your frontend going to be on this port, otherwise you have to change all of it. Okay. But before we finish that, so before we run, we go to the Finder. Let's open this folder. web-inf. We run in Finder or Terminal. So the Tomcat library also should add in this part. Well, I will open it in a new tab. Here's my Tomcat libs, and just open libs. Again, I want to please make sure that you have the Postgres and servlets, which are already provided in README. You can download them separately. I copy this one and paste this one. Overcheck. Sounds good. Go back to IDE. Let's try if we have successfully do the setup stuff. For the first time, it takes a while. So at the end, also make sure that you have these three libraries, and this is your SDK. Here you can see your logs. So we have successfully ran the Tomcat. We should wait for the Hibernate layer till scan enabling. And we could have successfully Hibernate layer. Thank you for your attention. I hope it's gonna be useful for you. We'll see you on the next videos. Thank you very much.